Good afternoon, everyone. Uh, my name is Vijaya Krishna. I am the director of one of the directors in CGI. I have my senior architect Krishna Vakati with me today as a co-presenter. Thank you, STC, for giving us the opportunity to come and present our unique solution, which is called Integrated Test Management Platform. We have a name to it. We will go through that in the coming up slides. Um, just at a very high level, as an introduction, uh, we have been working with many clients understanding their legacy journey to modernization, the transformation journey. As you all know, digital transformation is baked in into every organization now. And we have been working with multiple clients understanding their challenges with respect to um, quality assessment in their digital transformation journey. As we learn, there are many challenges with respect to uh, carrying those tons and tons of test artifacts along with their applications, along with their technical application systems, platforms, and so on and so forth. So there was a demand from our customers. They need to have a kind of one-stop solution which can easily migrate all these test artifacts, source code, and related material into the newly digitalized platforms, right? So we explored the market. We identified that is there is none. To be honest, there's none a single stop solution which can help our customers in their digital transformation journey, which can easily transform their quality assessment or test artifacts into the new world with some intelligence built in and some sense to the test artifacts which are getting carried forward to the digitalized world. So we have tested with multiple manufacturing companies, some payments domain, banking domains, and also telecom e-commerce domains. What we realized is initially we started this process with a very manual, hectic way of giving a solution, but later on we built in AI and ML-based algorithms to identify some of those test artifacts which have to be transformed on the journey. We will go through all that in the coming up slides. So we named our tool as DigiDM 360, which will help our customers or any player who is in the world of digital transformation journey, who have challenges of transforming or carrying these test artifacts along the way to the new world, irrespective of their tools, what they are using, irrespective of the technologies, how their test artifacts are written in whatever scripting language, in whatever programming language they are in. Uh, there are ways how you're going to download those test artifacts, how they're going to upload them, how the linked artifacts. So for each test case, how attachment is getting carried forward to the next newly transformed platform. We have built in, as I said, we have built in some algorithms which easily identifies by the business functionality of those test artifacts which have to be carried forward to the next gen. And also uh, all those APIs, which, for example, if you have a legacy system, which is an API-based legacy system, all those APIs which are in the mode of read, write, and so on and so forth, all those need to be tested as well. So is there a mechanism that I can club those APIs and also move them along in the journey of this quality assessment and move to the next transform them as well. So many features are built in. As I said, we've been learning, and it's an incremental approach to this tool, which got matured enough to a level where our customers are really taking benefit out of it. Moving on, I'll give you a simple one example, which we have recently done with one of the customers, where we have given an end-to-end automated solution in their digital transformation journey. As you see on the screen, They have ALM as their tool, where all their software quality test artifacts have been persisted. They want to move to a different version of some tool. They don't have a clarity on what tool it is, but they are very clear on the digital transformation journey along with these test artifacts. So what we did, we this tool, as you know, the DM360 is the name of the tool. We went in, and the solution that we are proposing or we have given is, you have to rationalize your existing test cases, standardize them to a version of your target, um, and then migrate, and then you do a maintenance. So these are the four kind of phases of this tool that we have successfully adapted in this for this client. As the first step in the rationalization phase, uh, we have this ML Optim as one of our machine learning algorithm solution that is baked in into the DGDM 360, where we understand what are those test artifacts which has to be retired. They are redundant, they are no more valid, and business does not want those test artifacts to be carried forward in their transformation journey. What are those test artifacts which has to be retained, which has to be revised, or which has to be categorized as them, we can revalidate or revisit them, and append some more parameters to it, and so on and so forth, and then optimize. So those are the kind of 3R principle which was built in the rationalization phase of it. The ML Optim is built with some built-in algorithms which identifies those business parameters or business functionalities given by the business analyst from the customer. And then we do this exercise. The algorithm adapts to those functionalities, to those parameters, and retire some of those test cases which are not needed, retain them, revise, and optimize. And in the second phase of it, we group them as per the functionality. Let's say all the credit card related test artifacts will be in one place, and so on and so forth. And then we standardize them. For example, if their target, if the target test tool or precision tool is ALM 16, whatever version, we simply standardize the test cases to that version. If they want to move to X-ray, if they want to move to Zephyr, that sort of standardization based on the template or based on the new standards will be done at the second phase. And this is automated again. And obviously you migrate based on the principles of migration, which are standard in the industry. Now, the unique part of this is, as I said, we built in some mechanism which is tool agnostic, irrespective of what's your source, what's your target. The DigiDM 360 have capability in transforming your quality artifacts or test artifacts into the targets, along with every attachment which is tagged to the test case or to the test package, every folder, every link, every artifact which has to be migrated in the journey. And you will get an end-to-end traceability matrix as a report, which will say that these many test cases have been migrated. Along with these test cases, these many attachments have been migrated with so and so error or with so and so warning, and giving clarity on what is to be re-looked at it or what is to be revisited. That sort of marking is given by default by the tool, which is very unique, which will give a flexibility to the business analyst or to the test architect himself or herself to identify, yes, this is what I need to get to the next version of my modernization journey. This is a very high level picture of the technology stack, how we have used it. And as I said, if you see on the left hand side, as I said, the source code, how you have built in your source, it does not matter to the GDM 360. We have capability to transform or pull the source from all these um, versioning tools, and also any tool which is related to the quality assessment um, area, and all the technologies. Of course, we have done one um, um, successful journey using DevOps, and that's been so successful that we've adapted the execution of this with customers' DevOps pipelines, and that has been so baked into their AWS packages using AWS DevOps recommended pipeline, and the journey is very smoother and very transparent. Um, as you see, obviously this PPT will be shared, I guess, by STC, but I would give an opportunity for all of you to go through and raise some questions along the way. We have done a comparative study, what is there in the market, and we are proud that most of the features are we have covered. Don't get carried. I mean, there is a there is a MVP2 which is coming up this year end. So most of these last categorized things like plugin integration, AIML, all these things are already baked in. This is as of now the comparative study, but the version 2 or version 3 of DGDM 360 is having all the tick marks which are needed by the customers. That being said, we would take an opportunity to quickly give you a demo, a very quick demo, the unique features of the tool itself. Krishna, I would let you go ahead and share your screen, give a demo. You there, Krishna?
Vijay, able to hear me?
Yeah, I can see you, Krishna, now. I can see your screen.
Yeah. Able to hear me now?
Yes, can.
Okay, good. Yeah, thank you. So thanks, Vijay, and thanks, STC, for giving us this opportunity. So without any delays, let me share my screen. So I'm just sharing my screen. I'm just sharing my entire screen. Share entire screen, and then I'm clicking on share. So let me know if you're able to see my screen.
Yes, can.
Okay, yeah, thank you. So I'll just explain you the prerequisites for this live demo. As Vijay has already mentioned the DigiDM 360 capabilities. So I'll just give you the inputs or prerequisites that is required for this live demo. So one is the source system, which is nothing but the application lifecycle management. We all know it is a typical waterfall tool which is available in market, belongs to Micro Focus vendor. So also I have my target system. The Zira, you can see here, it is Atlassian vendor-based tool. We normally work in agile way of working in the target projects. Wherever a customers requirement, we have to work on the agile and DevOps way of working. So we use Jira as one of the agile tool. And then when we integrate the other DevOps tools to this environment, so it becomes obviously the like for example Jenkins to integrate with Atlassian Suite, or in order to bring the test flavor to Jira, so we integrate X-Ray or Zephyr, so that becomes the test flavor. So likewise, you can integrate a number of plugins or add-ins and to make one common tool chain for the end customer needs. So this is the Jira. I'm into the X-ray module, and here in the other tab, I have the issue types, which I have chosen the destination as my project name. So, and again, I'll go to the folder structures. So here I have 4 different folders. One is the download part, and next is the rationalize, which DigiDM 360 will be doing. And then further refinement of the test cases will be done by ML Optim. And then finally, the output of ML Optim will be given to the upload part, where the test cases will be, I mean, like mapped between ALM to Jira, and finally the data will be uploaded to Jira environment. So Before I start, I'll just give a bit explanation on Digidium 360, the big picture. So any enterprise level organizations, if they are looking for moving, I mean, if they are looking away, moving away from waterfall to agile and the DevSecOps way of working, so this is the right IP, which will transform the data from their legacy systems to the emerging technologies environment. So when I mean emerging technology environment, it can be Azure DevOps in cloud, or it can be on-prem, and Atlassian Suite integrated with the Jenkins-based DevOps environment, and ALM Octane, Jira, I mean, Agile-based, and if you integrate Jenkins to that, that becomes Agile and the DevOps environment. And Fortify tool, if you integrate that, becomes the security-based, I mean, like DevSecOps environment. Likewise, we have varieties of tools available in market. So this IP, it will pull all the data targeting all the teams. So it will be the development team using the source code in different tool chains, legacy tool chains, maybe Subversion, not factory, or TFS, or any other tools. So if it has to be migrated to the emerging technology environment, GitHub or GitLab, or any other emerging technology tool, this IP will do that stuff for the development point of view, and then testing point of view. So if the waterfall tools like ALM or any other tools which are available in market, so this will migrate from the typical waterfall tools to the emerging technology environment. So as we talk about the X-ray integrated with Jira, or maybe ALM Octane, or maybe any other agile based tools, so this will migrate. And then coming to the support point of view, so if your tools are running in Remedy or ITSM, so this IP will pull the data from the legacy supporting tools to Jira Service Desk, or maybe some other emerging technologies tools which a client might identify or might be installed in their environment. So if you see in all these 3 years, these are the 3 key areas where if you talk about any projects, so this IP will pull all the 3 different areas to one common tool chain. So that is the beauty of this IP. So without any delays, let me kickstart the demo. So I'll just open the IP. Now I'm going to the downloader path. So here I have given my application lifecycle management URL. I have pre-populated the data. So that is why you are seeing the values here. So you can see the ALM user ID, password, domain name, project name, and the path where exactly the test case has to be downloaded. So you can see I have chosen the pathway as the path, and it contains 17 test cases in this pathway. And keep this 17 test case noted. Based on this count, I'm going to show the rationalized part in 2 different stages. One is the Digidium 360 itself will do the rationalized part, and then second it will go to ML Optim. There again the further refinement will happen. Again further test cases will be refined there. Again we'll get some set of unit test cases, unique test cases over there. And then finally, whatever unique test case are given as an output from ML Optim, that will be targeted to upload to the destination tool. So that is how our journey follows. So these 17 test cases I'm going to download now. So now, after giving all the pre-populated data, I'm just hitting the download ALM test cases. So as soon as I hit the button, so I'll just go to the folder structure. So now you can see here the download folder. So inside, I should see the test case document, attachments, and then if any requirement traceability metrics related information links, like if test case is linked with requirement or with the defect, so that data also should be downloaded. So now you can see attachments got downloaded, and links and test reports got downloaded. So you can see all that artifacts has been downloaded. So now I'll just open these attachments. You can see all the 17 different attachments related to 17 test case has been downloaded. And then I'll open the test case report. You can see the count of test cases. You can see here count is showing as 18 and excluding the header, so it is 17 test cases. So that is the output we got from this tool. Now without any delays, I'll take this as an input to my rationalized folder. So now if I open this rationalize folder, so my aim is to identify the duplicates and then eliminate the duplicates. So that is my stage one. So now if you see here, I have taken the test case report input. For time constraint, I have pre-populated the data here, and then I'll show you the redundant criteria. I'm just opening the redundant criteria. So in order to identify the redundant test cases, so I need to give the criteria. So based on the criteria, the IP will identify the redundant test cases and it will eliminate. So now you can see here the field names, test type and design step count. So if this field test type, if it has the field value quick test underscore test, and if it is 100% equal match, then it should be treated as redundant test case and it has to be eliminated. And similarly, the other condition as well. So that is how I have set my redundant criteria. So now I'm going to execute the tool. So I'm just opening the tool. So I'm just going to the rationalize part, and then I'm going to select the test case path where I need to uh, uh, refine the data. So I'm just going to the desktop, and then demo. Then I'm going to go to the rationalize, and then I'm going to get this test case report. And then this is the filtered test case folder path. I mean, like after filtering, where should I save the output? So that is where I need to choose the output. So I'm just going to choose the output, and then I'm going to the rationalize folder, and then I'm going to highlight this output and then click on OK. Then the redundant criteria file path. I mean the criteria which I have explained you for the two fields. I need to select that. So for that, I'm going to select the rationalize criteria. So that I'm going to select, and then I'm going to hit on the filter ALM test cases. So once I hit this button, so it will take a while, and then the execution is happening at the backend. So once the execution gets complete, so we will get the pop-up saying that the operation has been completed successfully. So now if I click on OK, so then the tool will automatically close. Now we will go to the output folder. We will see the output has been generated. Now, if I open this test case, I should see the redundant data as well as unique data. So you can see the date and time. It is matching my system date and time. Now I'm just opening the report. So I'm just putting the highlighted the A column to see the count. So I can see here 13, which means header. If I exclude the header, rest is 13. So including header, it is 14 count. So 13 test cases are identified as unique. And then if I go to the
Krishna,
redundant test cases, yeah, Vijay.
Krishna. No, I think just wanted to let the audience know this is the time where we also have an attempt introducing the ML optim, where based on some algorithms like term frequency vectorization, TF-IDF, and semantics, and so on and so forth, there is a way to uh, built in the intelligence based on these algorithms, how we can rationalize and how we can remove those redundant test cases. The demo, as part of the demo, obviously, there is a limitation on the time end. So there are two basic parameters which are taken into consideration, how we are removing the redundant test cases. But as I said, I think Krishna will make it will show that, but
Yeah.
ML algorithms were built in into the tool. Thank you, Krishna. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Vijay. So, I mean, like we are about to finish the stage one. You can see here there are 4 test cases being identified as redundant. Now, if we go to the redundant criteria, so I'll just go to the um, yeah, if I go to here, I'll just expand this. Now, if you see the step count, so if you remember the criteria that we have selected, if it has a 0, so that has to be identified as redundant. So now you can see here, the count is 0. So this will be identified as a duplicate. Now, similarly, the test type, if the test type is quick test underscore test. If any test case that is having the values quick test underscore test, so that will be identified as redundant. So now out of 17 test cases, so 14 are, 13 are unique and 4 are redundant. So that's about the stage one. Now I'll go to the ML optim. So now we need to further refine these 13 test cases. So with that, I'll close this one and then I'll move to the next thing. So now I'll just give a bit explanation on the ML Optim before I proceed. Now what we have done is we have taken 3 different matches in order to further optimize our test cases. For that, what we have done is we have taken exact test cases and expected result match as one of the criteria. And the second one is so partial match, say 100% test case exact match and the expected results partially match. This is another scenario. And the third one is partial match of both test cases and the expected result. So that is where the 3 scenarios has been taken. And as Vijay has already mentioned, so we have taken different algorithms to take this further refinement. So do exact string match and then remove duplicates after applying this data preparation steps. Fuzzy string match. So there we have used close to 8 different algorithms. And then the third one is the text similarity algorithms, count vectorization, so TF-IDF, and then LSI model. So these are the different algorithms that we have used. So now without any further delays, I'll go to the tool and then I'll go to the ML Optim. Now I need to choose the ML Optim input file. So there I'll go to the demo ML Optim. I'll select the test case report, which has come from the previous stage as an output. So that will be taken as input here. So I'm just taking that one here. And then I need to select the output file path. I mean, after executing the ML Optim further, so I need to choose the output file path. So for that, I'll choose this one, ML Optim, and then I'll choose the output. So I mean, like after executing this, my output has to be saved to this output folder. So I have chosen that, and then I'll hit on the processing button. Now the processing has started. So now the ML algorithms started generating, and then it completed the operation. So now I click on OK. So as soon as I click on OK, the tool will close, and then I'll go to the output folder of ML Optim. So I'll click on the output. So you can see the time and date. It is exactly matching my system date and time. Now you can see here there are different reports has been generated here. Now, if I open for example, this redundant test cases 0.1, so you can see here, I'll just expand the column size. So now you can see here index and matched index. This is nothing but the test case 1 has match with test case 0, and similarly test case 3 has match with test case 2. So likewise, we have simulated the scores here. So I mean, like there is some partial match between the test case 1 and test case 0, and the score is 7.9. And you can see here what is that exactly partially getting matched here. So you can see here the combined expected results, all that has been generated here. So you can see, okay. So in this test case, there are a certain odds. Other than this, so it is rest of the sentence are exactly matching. And similarly here, except these odds, rest is 100% matching between this test case and this case. I mean that, so between the test case 1 and test case 0. So this
I think
that is how the report. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think
Vijay.
the score is important, and score gives us a way of taking a decision.
Absolutely, yeah.
Go
So
ahead,
now
Krishna.
client has a choice, so they can decide. And similarly, if I go back to say, for example, 9.8, so here you will have a better view. So I'll expand these columns. So now if I go to the other part, yeah. So now you can see here. So now in the previous report, we have seen 4 to 5 votes partially getting matched. And here we are seeing just except one vote, rest 99% the test case sentence are similar. So that is how we are segregating this, and you can see the scores here. It is 98% matching. So that is how we are giving the scores to this redundant filter criteria. I mean, redundant response from the tools, and we are giving the choice to customer to decide which one to take as a unique test case and which one to take as redundant. So that is how we are giving the choice to the customer. And then let me close these documents. So let me go back to the final step of the upload part. So now we are into the upload part. As soon as the data has been further rationalized, so that output we have seen a while ago, and then now client has decided, okay, earlier step 1, 13 test case has been refined, and in an ML lab team, so further 3 has been refined. So now I need to give the further refined test cases as an input to the uploading part. And then I need to upload these test cases along with attachments to the destination tool, which is Zira in cloud. So now you can see here there are 10 test cases so been identified as unique, and it has been decided by customer. So now we need to upload these 10 test cases to the destination tool. So without any further delays, so I'll go back to and then I'll explain you the field mappings. So we need to do the field mappings between the source and destinations, and then list values mappings between source and destination. So all that has to be done. So once this is done, so then we will start uploading the data to the destination tool. So for the time being, I have pre-populated the data here. And then once I hit the upload button, so the data will go and sit in the cloud version of the tool. So I just hit on the upload tool. So now I'll go back to the tool. I'll just click on refresh on the testing board. So I should see currently it is showing the folder structures 0 at this point of time. The moment I hit on refreshing the page, I should see some folder structures being created within the testing board. So now you can see there are folder structures started creating within the tool. You can see here. If you remember, I have selected the pathway as my source folder structure from ALM tool, and I need to replicate the same folder structure in the destination tool as well. You can ask me a question, the reason why we need to replicate this, this in the emerging technology environment. So, I mean, like till yesterday, before migration, end users might be comfortable in accessing their data in legacy tools. And you should not remove that flavor. You need to bring the flavor to emerging technology environment as well. So in that case, the end customers will feel happy that their data is residing in the same folder structure and same navigation, and they should not feel that altogether I'm using a brand new environment, even though few screens and options varies in emerging technology environment, but data point of view, it is at most important for the end customers to replicate, and without data loss, this digital transformation journey has to happen for the end customer. Similarly, I'll go to the issue types. I'll just refresh. I need to see whether my 10 test cases are getting uploaded. You can see as of now, 7 test cases got uploaded, and so remaining is in progress. And if I open any particular test case, I should see the attachments and I should see the corresponding screenshots at a step level, and so you can see history has been carried forward from the legacy tool to emerging technologies tool. And if I go further down, so you can see the steps has been added here, and further so yeah, so that is how the data is getting uploaded here. So I'll just go back to the tool. Let us see if the download operation is complete. So it's taking a while. Yeah, now the download operation is 100% complete. So I'll click on OK. The moment I hit on OK, so all the tool will automatically close. So now if I refresh this, I should see the 10 test cases here to be uploaded. Yeah, I mean, all the entire data has been uploaded. So that is the beauty of this IP. What we have shown is just 5% of the IP capabilities at this point of time. I pass it here back to Vijay and
Thank you.
STC. Yeah.
Thank you. Krishna, I think that's the kind of a very crucified version of the demo, but that's the flavor. As we said, the MVP2 is yet to be coming into the public by this month end, which has more reporting tools, which have more lively UIs and all that stuff. So I would pause here. I do have a couple of more slides in the deck, but I will pause them. It's kind of benefits and so on and so forth. We are up for questions if there are any. We can wind up after the questions and answers. Thank you.
Hi. So that was a really great presentation. Thank you so much. So we'll wait another 2-3 minutes and we'll see if anyone has any questions.
Okay.
Okay, so we do have one question. What if the TCs are lengthy or the count of TCs is huge? Will there be a lag?
So to answer this question, I mean, like if the test cases are too much of lengthy, or if the volumes are too high, so it depends on the customer. Say for example, if a customer has the different migration environments available with them, so this IP will handle parallel migrations. It doesn't mean that we are going in a big bang approach, so one after the other. So we can do a parallel migration. In that case, what will happen is the momentum will keep on increasing for the end customer, and the uploading from digital transformations from legacy to emerging technology platform will happen much sooner than expected. And it depends on the bandwidth and the network capabilities of the end customer environments.
There's one more question on that, Krishna. Second question, almost similar. If I have hundreds of test cases, how much time it's going to take? I think the similar answer. It depends on. I think the configurations are very, very important. We should have brought in some examples of configuration, how much time it will take on a 16 gig RAM sort of thing. But we will give that to STC. You can get that through a PPT what we are going to share. As a third question, are we migrating the test case status as well? Everything will be migrated as per the requirement.
Yeah, everything will be migrated. So the client has to decide what data has to be migrated. So I mean, like if you see typically in application lifecycle management tool, so we have both system fields as well as user-defined fields. Now client has to decide. So what level of information has to be migrated? Is it the both system fields and user-defined fields? And user-defined fields are hundreds of user-defined fields available in a particular ALM project. So everything has to be migrated. So it is up to the customer what they want to migrate.
Okay.